Hello and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included, and this time I have started the timer. So we should get 30 minutes of gameplay. Now, I've put this to a higher priority because I want to make sure that this thing gets filled with the water before I breach into the chlorine room. I planned out and digging out this, which is going to be the start of our power plant. Now, you may notice that there's these digs around. These are very low priority digs. I put them at priority 1 because I don't want them to happen. What they're there for is they are showing me where the outer boundaries of the slime lung is. And I've done that all the way around wherever slime lung appears to sort of give me a chance of spotting it and realizing that I'm getting close to the danger zone. So what's the plan for this episode? I think we need to get some proper power in. So we're going to put in some cold. Well, we're going to try and work our way to smart batteries, so we can do smart batteries, and so they can control the coal generators. Sorry, seem to have forgotten how to talk at the moment, which is a problem. And I think that is primarily what we're going to do. We might get ranching done as well, although I think we're going to be too busy researching everything else for that to happen. What are you complaining about? Insufficient resources, bristol berries. Yeah, I basically turned on cooking for absolutely everything. If we've got the stuff, then I want it cooked. Now, let's check our oxygen. Okay, there's enough carbon dioxide that we can start using those boxes there. So I'm going to go there, tell it to take all food, priority 8, copy the settings, go across to them, and we will deconstruct that one. So that way the cook doesn't have to keep climbing up and down this very long ladder just to do his cooking. He'll just be able to get down there, grab food, cook it, put it back, and when people want to go eat, they can just grab the food and then go to the dining hall. Why is no one filling this? Bottle emptier. Water. Priority 9. So could someone please do it? I thought they would get water from here and put it there. For some reason they're not doing that. Right, we've got 6 dupes. Food is okay. Stuff is starting to grow nicely, although we do still have a critter eating it. Let's check our skills before we go on. No skills currently. We can maybe get a new person. Can't do cooking, but increased germ resistance farming. That's good. Okay, here we have someone who's interested in ranching and suit wearing. Okay, increased cuisine. Tell me how quickly duplicant prepares food. That's okay. I'm not really going to have them cooking. I think we'll have Lyra, and they are going to be our first rancher once we invent ranching. You understand? So they probably came with a skill point. Yeah, so they're interested in ranching, but we can't give it to them yet. I'll give them improved farming. That way, once we research it, they can go and get the ranching. Right, now why isn't this working? Priority 9. What priority was that? Okay, building lack resources, electric grill. Yes, we know about that. We just don't have the stuff. We're going to grow it. I mean, if we check our food... Edibles. We've got some gristle berries, pickled meals, and muck root. Huh. We don't have any lice or anything. Oh, there you go. Just delivered some lice loaf here, I think. I don't understand why no one is going and doing this. Maybe that's in the way? Right, let's speed up to level 2. Okay, someone's coming along here to deconstruct that. Now, could someone please do this? Empties bottled liquids back into the world. Ah! Enable auto bottle. If enabled, duplicants will deliver bottled liquids to this building directly from pitcher pumps. So I need to turn that on, otherwise they won't go and get fresh water for it. Okay, glad we worked that out. Okay, brute force refinement is complete. Okay, so now we can make, we can turn copper ore into proper copper using the rock crusher. I need to keep an eye on this until they're done with it, so I'm going to speed it up until we've got all the water in. I need it to be on this level as well. Once there's water there and there, it should bubble up and form the seal we want. Here comes Camille. There's a little more water dripping in. There's... okay, each square can hold 1,000 kilograms, essentially a ton of water, so I think I need to get this square here up to a ton. And then the water will spread over the top. So that's coming up to 800, well 790 kilograms. Could do with a bit more. I don't want it to overfill, but if it does, it's just going to spill out and I can mop it up. So it's not going to be the end of the world. Okay, we've got all our food transferred. We're doing 23,000 on calories. Some muckroot, gristleberry, pickled meal, meal lice. Ugh. We don't actually have an influx of new food. We've got there mainly is the muckroot and uncooked gristleberries. Why aren't you cooking the gristleberries? Gristleberries, the grilled bud of a bristleberry. Oh no, there we go. Yep, okay, I think he just put a pickled meal in there. Yep, okay, food is starting to flow. They're still filling this in. Keep an eye on that. There's not much to do at the moment. No research at the moment. Alright. So, smart batteries are the goal. So let's research now. So this is going to be the first use of the supercomputer, which might run us out of power. Okay, we do have the jumbo batteries now. So I think I'm going to put batteries along here. Power. Jumbo batteries. Let's wait until we've got the smart batteries because I want to check out the stats and stuff on it. Okay, we've got our 1,000 kilograms down there. I think one more bottle will probably do it. See, there's still carbon dioxide in this square. Nope, a little more. Finish the bathroom up. So we're doing okay for water. We've got this water, that water, and water in a number of other places. Come on, almost there. Actually, it's possible this carbon dioxide can't escape. Let's deconstruct there. I'm thinking that carbon dioxide doesn't have anywhere to go. It's trapped by the water, so I'm actually going to turn the water bottle off for a moment. So I want to see what happens. Okay, let's re-enable that. Starvation. We've got 31,000 food. Lots of gristleberries, lots of muckroot. No real meal lice. Are they allowed to eat that stuff? I haven't turned anything off. Nope, everything is on. Okay, building's back on. refinement. Rock crusher. Let's pop the rock crusher down here. It could be temporary, we'll probably move it later. And we will run our wire into it. So we can make the copper we need for the batteries. Now we were quite low on copper, but we've now got 925 and I haven't wasted it doing all that. Colony achievement earned. What now? Hatch a new critter morph from an egg. That must have just happened naturally. Wild critters will, in their life, lay one egg, and then before they die, and then that egg will hatch into one thing. So basically, that's so when creatures are sort of off in the world on their own, in their own little things, like this little tiny pacu, there'll always be a pacu in here because he'll always lay an egg which will hatch before he dies. It does mean that there's a build-up of eggshell all over the place. This is really annoying me. I need it to go there. Okay. Disable the building. Let's... Can we dig that thing up? Dig... that plant. Uproot errand. Doesn't say unreachable. Normally, if you've given it a task which it can't reach, like one of these things, it will say an unreachable dig. Oxygen is... not brilliant. Breathable, but not brilliant. Okay, I need to work this out. Give me a second here. Okay, I'm going to try this. If I deconstruct this tile... There we go. And now if I reconstruct it... See, that's allowed the carbon dioxide to... Well, the water level dropped, the carbon dioxide was able to escape. So that is now all water. So if I put that tile back in... Nice high priority on that, please. No. 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 Cancel that build. I want this one built first, please. Yes, yes, wet feet. We know that. Okay. Put that one back in. Here they come. They should be here to do that. There we go. And we'll priority 9. Okay, there we go. That's our water lock. So we can deconstruct that. So now I can dig out these two and that, and nothing should be able to escape. But we are going to sort of take it one step at a time. I want to find out what happens when that rock goes away. Perfect. Right, so I want all of this chlorine and nothing else. Okay, so... Oh... I'm a little disjointed at the moment because I'm not quite sure what to do next. I think ultimately there is nothing to do now until we have invented smart batteries. Alright, rock crusher. Copper ore to copper. Let's do that 20 times. Eggshells to lime. Let's do that forever. Gold amalgam to gold. got 800 kilograms of gold amalgam. That's not much, so we'll leave that. We can do granite to sand, igneous rock to sand, iron ore to iron, sandstone to sand, and sedimentary rock to sand. So we're never going to run out of sand. Now that says no power, but that's because that's run out. Okay, I think at this point we can start working on our power plant. Coal generators. Okay, one coal generator makes 600 watts of power. So temporarily I'm just going to run a normal wire into our system. I think it's because this thing probably uses a lot of power. Yeah, this thing consumes 480 watts. This little wheel, how much does that... No. How much does the wheel generate? The wheel generates 400 watts, yeah, so that wheel cannot keep that going. I could have more people running on hamster wheels, but we're going to automate this thing pretty soon. Right, I think we're going to put our first storage bin in, because I want that storage bin to be used to store coal. There we go, we're starting to make refined copper. Okay, let's put a priority on this. So we can get some stuff done. Yeah, if there's something to rock crush, then I want it rock crushed. Food is at 30,000 calories, that is good. Everything is ticking along nicely. I'm going to plan this out in between episodes, I think. What I need to do is come up with a room that's not too big. There's quite a bit of chlorine there. There's 1.3 kilograms per square there. Only 0.8 there. And 1.1 in there. Don't want to break into that, so I think I might just put a ceiling across like that, and then I'll bring the chlorine up, so we just get like a long square room that's maybe only 4 tall, you know, my standard height. I need them to build the floor as well, otherwise the buildings won't work. How comes the research? Almost there. Currently researching sound amplifiers. Oh, there we go. Research complete. Smart battery, jukebox, power control station. Oh, okay. Power control station. Probably under stations, to be honest. Power control station. Produces microchip to increase the power output of generators. Assigned duplicants must possess the tune-up trait. This building is a necessary component for the power plant room. Uses 5 kilograms of refined metal. Has to be in a power plant. Yeah, so if you put one of these in a power plant room, which is a maximum of 96 tiles, which one of these areas is, then you can use it to boost the efficiency of the generators. I don't think I'll bother with it yet, but it might be worth sort of leaving room for it. That is very big though. Well, we can always rebuild later, can't we? Smart batteries. Stores power from generators, then provides that power to buildings, sends a green or red signal based on the configuration of logic activation parameters. Okay, so this thing's heat is plus 500 DTUs, can store 20 kilojoules, and leaks 400 joules per cycle. How does that compare to the jumbo battery? The jumbo battery can hold 40 kilojoules, which is twice as many. Heat plus 1.25 killer DTUs. Power leak 2 kilojoules per cycle. Yeah, smart batteries are a lot more efficient across the board, so let's just try and make these. Made out of copper. Trying to see how much copper it takes, but it doesn't say. Okay, batteries are going to go here, so one. We'll just do... Oh no, okay, we only actually have enough copper for one, but we are making more copper, I believe. Yep, we've got another 14 to go there. Starvation, again. Starvation has gone away almost immediately. Does that mean they went to grab the food? We've got 29,000 calories at the moment. We do still have that guy there. Okay. So the other thing we need for our smart batteries to be truly effective is automation wire. So that's there under the smart home. And that way we can wire it up. Power. Do we have heavy watt wire yet? We don't. Okay. So we'll just wire these into the normal power grid. Let's put a higher priority on that, because once we've got them up and running... Okay, so the coal generator is running. It's just going to run all the time. They're going to load coal in it, and it's going to run. Okay. I want you to hold coal, consumable ore, coal, priority 7. That way when it comes to refilling this, they don't have to run, find the coal, and then bring it over here. What's the priority on our plant? 6. Probably okay. We've got people with a relatively high priority on their farming. Okay, sinks and loos are at a 7. That's at a 7. I think rock crushing should only be at 6. And I think possibly the plant should be upped to a 7, so we don't lose any, you know, because I think they will wither on the vine eventually. Like if they don't get harvested quick enough. Also, this critter's probably going to start eating stuff, which isn't good. Okay, schedule. We've been adding loads of people. And only one of them is on the next schedule. So let's move some people over, shall we? No one has any special things. There we go. 3 on the default schedule and 1 on schedule 2. Okay, we've got one of our smart batteries is in and fully charged. So we're going to keep the hamster wheel for the moment, but we're going to lower the priority to 5. Well, okay, actually we're going to lower the battery recharge threshold. Don't run on the hamster wheel unless our batteries are empty. And then if you do, run on a 7. Duplicants will be requested to operate this generator when the total charge of the connected batteries falls below. Right. So we want to turn the generator on when the battery drops below, say, 25%. At the moment we'll stop it when it gets to 100. Once we've got more efficient power generators, we might have different smart batteries. The control wires will go into different generators. Because coal gives out CO2, uses up consumable ore, is not particularly efficient, we're going to want it to only come on in emergencies. Alright. Do we have anyone else who's good at research? Skills. No, priorities, sorry. Researching. Anyone else have any ability? You've got a science skill of 1. You've got nothing better to do, you may as well do it. don't think anyone else needs to be tweaked there at the moment. Any skill points? Yes, Turner. You are our researcher, and we're going to put you all the way up to astronomy. Lets him use the virtual planetarium, whatever that is, but also increases his research skill. And he gets an astronomy hat. Okay, another printable. I don't... Okay, well, if there's a decent person, we will go for an even 8. Loud snorer, decreased strength. You've got suit wearing, increased science, quick learner, uncultured. Yes, okay, we'll take Mima, and we're going to stick at 8 dupes for a while. Otherwise, food might become an issue. And they presumably have a skill point. But they don't like anything until they get up to exosuit wearing. Well, let's move their way there. Improved carrying capacity. Exosuits are essentially spacesuits that they can wear, so they can venture into areas with unbreathable atmospheres, or if they're too hot or cold. Okay, so we're coming up on the end of the episode. I was hoping that we'd have automation wire invented by now. Why does use... Oh, we do. When did that complete? Right, automation. Automation wire. Requires copper. Can be run through walls. So we're going to run down there, across there. Oops. Ah. If I run this through the doors, it's going to control the doors. So we're going to have to be ugly. And we will run straight down there and into there. Let's give this a high priority and get this done before the episode ends. So no automation wire is connected currently, but you can see that this green light is off. That means this thing is going to send a red signal because it's at 100%. Yeah, we've got to set the same activation settings to that one as we did on that one. So it should only turn on the coal generator when the battery drops below 25%. Because all the batteries are on the same electrical grid, they'll all be at the same level. Okay, we don't actually have any coal in there. If the coal generator is out of coal, I want it reloaded. Please reload the coal generator. I realise that this building is off at the moment, but I want to demonstrate the fact. Huh, did they not bother? Okay. Status, battery sufficiently full. It's got a fuel request threshold. Okay. So I want this thing to always have coal in it, even if the batteries are full. Because the automation wire, which I think there's an overlay for automation. There it is, automation overlay. See, this is a red signal coming out, which is going to turn that off. Red signal, disable building. I still would like the coal to be done, though. Right, there's a lot of CO2 trapped in there. We're going to deal with that later. Okay, so they keep delivering coal to there, but they're not refilling that. Okay, now the batteries have dropped below the percentage. So the automation wire will have gone green, turning on the building. Okay, they don't fill it up unless the building's actually on. So you can see here, this is the amount of coal it has. I'm hoping to demonstrate to you that once these batteries get above a certain percentage, or once the batteries are full, I do like the rock crusher. It's essentially a giant red button that they punch that then makes stuff crush. A little more copper being made. We don't want to use up all of our copper ore. Okay, a little more coal going in. Batteries at 100%. There we go. And this thing freezes, doesn't waste any coal, and these things will discharge down until they hit 25% before they turn that on again. Alright, that's pretty good. I will plan this out so they can be working on stuff without me having to micromanage them. That's because I'm going to need this. If I'm going to scrub and clean toilet water and make it so it can be used again, we need this chlorine room. Also, if we're going to be digging out slime lung, we need a place to store the diseased slime, again, to disinfect it. And that's what the chlorine room is going to be all about. What I might do is put like an exit to the base here with sinks so they wash their hands on their way in and out and so on. We could also do with cleaning up some of this mess. If you look at the decor overlay, a lot of it is very ugly because there's stuff all over the floor. Anything which is just laying around, like 96 decor from debris. So we could do with some storage somewhere. So I think I might plan out storage and the chlorine room in between the episodes. And next episode we'll start on plumbing. We'll try and actually get some flushable toilets in, which we might put like a large bathroom up here. Because you don't want it too far away from the bedrooms, and this is where the chlorine room is. I mean, I could just put the bathrooms over here and flush all the stuff. This is stuff I should be talking about in the next episode. So, I will say goodbye, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.